Now we got our face texture. We're gonna go in and add some design elements to give it a little more visual interest. So first thing I'm using is my lasso tool. So I brought it in. Make sure you save it as a PNG. And I'm dealing with the concept of targets, and I'm dealing with my theme, which is digital. Okay, the digital world. So basically what I want to do is create some layers, break my space up. So I'm going to double click on my layer by opening layer styles, and I'm going to go in and let's add a color overlay. So now that color seems to be harsh. I'm going to go ahead and play around with a color palette. I play with a color palette. So you can just slide your sliders. I kind of like that bluish color right there. Right there. We're going to go with that. I'm going to hit OK. And I'm going to apply it. And I'm going to deselect. Okay. Now, we need to now apply that texture. Now to do this, it won't work because you have an effect on the layer. So to do that, you would click in the corner and create a new layer, and then click on the new layer and then hold shift and click. So we group these two, and I'm going to right click by pressing control click, and then I'm going to merge these layers. So now it's merged. So now I can go and play with the blending mode. Look at that, beautiful. See that? Oh, that's nice. See, so now we added some more flavors just by playing with the blending mode. Okay, so I'm gonna bring it out like probably right there. We're gonna go to color burn, and that looks real nice. So now I'm gonna deselect. I'm gonna do the same thing to this section using the polygon lasso tool. Okay, we're gonna click along the lines, nice and clean around the edges. Bring it down, around, and then once you get the circle, notice there's a circle on the end, you click it. So now that is a closed selection. We go to new layer, create a new layer, and we're gonna fill this layer with a color. So go to edit, fill, and let's hit OK. And now it's fill black. We do the same thing. Do what? Change it, double click on the layer style, click on color overlay, and let's play around with the color. You can actually adjust the colors just a tad bit. Okay, hit OK, apply. Now what should we do? Can we apply the blending mode to this? No, because we need to do what? We need to create a new layer. And then do what? Same procedure. Click on the new layer, hold shift, control, which is right click, and merge layer. So now we can go in there and play with the, oh nice, let's go, there it is. Let's go with that right there. So now do what? How do you deselect? You go to select and deselect. Okay, it's coming along, it's coming along. Okay, we still can add some more flavor to this piece. Okay. Now the objective is to now really push it. Now what I'm going to ask you to do, since you have this, can you continue working on it, building it up, so you have a really strong composition that it works and it makes sense. All right, so I can always go back, find some images, maybe let's put some people. I like to put some vector people. Find some vector people. Perfect. Let's go with this one. Let's see if there's one that we can use. That's a PNG. Nope. I'm gonna go with this one, and I'm gonna put it on my desktop. Then I'm gonna open up Photoshop, drag and drop it into Photoshop so it comes in. And look how easy. We're gonna remove this background. To remove the background, all you have to do is go to select. First you need a what? We need to rasterize this piece. So let's keep coming in. File, new. Now before we do it, I'm gonna just bring it in on here. Right in here. Hit enter. Hold shift, command T, pull in, pull in. Now I want to get rid of the background, so all I have to do is just rasterize. You see this image right here, this little thing on the corner? That's called a smart object. I want you to look up what smart object does and rasterize. So now we need to take the background out. You go to select, select mask, hit OK. Let's do it one more time. Select, select mask, and you want to hit select subject. Gotta make sure you do that. Hit OK, and there you have your subject selected. So I'm gonna just click Command Cut, and I'm gonna click Command Paste. Okay, so what I do is get rid of this background that I don't need. There it is. And still got some more lingering in the back, so I'm gonna pull these people and scale it small. I'm gonna bring them up. So if you have some extra pieces showing, you just click on your magic wand, which is right here. Click on the area, go to select and hit similar, and then hit delete. See, now it's all gone. So now I'm gonna go in here and I want to add the people. So I'm building up my composition. Matter of fact, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna put them like right here, and I'm gonna duplicate this again. Hit enter, duplicate. Now it's about the design. It's about the composition. Bam. Then I'm gonna merge these two. Click merge. Control and what? Merge. So now they become one image, and now I want to add a color on that. So let's go to layer styles, color overlay. Remember we got the preset color in there. Let's go with a nice, let's push red. Let's go with red. Let's go with a red up in there. Red. Let's make that red pop. Click on that. Then I'm going to click here. Now I got the figures coming in. I'm working on the composition. And then all I have to do now is create what? A new layer. Remember the same technique? Hold shift, control, right click, and what? Merge. Beautiful. Now we go in here. I want to play around with one of these effects. See what works. Oh, wrong one, sorry. Oh, we gotta go back. That was wrong. Let me go back to history. If you made a mistake, just go to history. And let's pull out our history. Where's my history at? It's somewhere in here. Show history. Bam. There it is. So scroll down to the bottom. And there it is. So we just went one step back by using history. So now we got these two. No, there it is. This it is. Here it is. So now I'm on the layer, which is the people layer. I'm gonna go here. Okay. So I'm gonna pull this bad boy all the way right here in front of it. And I'm gonna, oh, we gotta duplicate. So let's do that again. Duplicate it first, new layer. And then click and shift. Right click and what? Merge layer. Now we should be able to add the blending mode. There it is. See how the blending mode looks nice? Beautiful. So now we got the text showing through. We have options here. So now this is where you got to bring your creativity into the piece. Okay. Right. So again, I'm gonna pause right here. you guys can continue working on your piece. As you can see, still got a lot of work to do on my piece. I'm still playing around with the composition. Maybe I want it in the background, but I think we can play around with it right here. Okay, maybe lower the opacity, you know. You see, since it was too bright, a lot of options. A lot of options here. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and file, save, and export. I'm gonna save two versions, save as. And this now is the new version, so we're gonna call this the Paris map effects. Okay, and I'm gonna put it to my desktop so I can save it right away. Okay, minimize. Okay. Okay, I'm still considering this background. Not quite happy with it yet, but maybe you guys got the idea of how we're doing this. All right, a lot more work to do, building it out. So we're gonna go to File, Export. Now this is the piece that I'm gonna upload, and we're gonna call this Effects, and I'm gonna hit, make sure it goes to the desktop, hit Save, and if I minimize, you'd have the PNG, which is the piece by itself, and you have the other piece by itself. Okay, so let's go back. I think that concludes for today. Let's get to work.